All right, I'm Adam Funderburg, the owner of highcalibercoaching.org, and we're going to go over some stuff with respect to clarity. Okay, so with respect to clarity, if you're setting goals for yourself, if you said, hey, I want to make over the course of my lifetime $5 million, and you look at that and you go, what am I supposed to do with this? This is way too long of a timeline. This is way too abstract of a number. I've never seen, this much money. I don't know what any of this is. That's because that's a target that is going to be way too vague to be of assistance to you. Okay. If you say, I want to go travel the world, again, way too big of a target for you to do anything useful with. Okay. It's like saying, I want to make more. You need to be specific so that you can work on a plan. Now, if you say this year, I want to make $250,000 take home, that's a number that you can start to work with, even though it's a fairly large and abstract number for most of us to get our heads around. So if you break it down by, hey, this is how much I need to make per month. Now we're kind of cooking. We're getting somewhere. This is how much I need to make per week. This is how much I need to make per day. This is how much I need to make per hour. This is how much I need to make per minute. This is how much I need to make per second. Okay, now when I get down to minute and second and even hour, I've kind of gone too far. And what I need to do, what I'm trying to do is find out what the ratio is that's going to be helpful for me. Okay. So in my case, if I'm selling one-on-one coaching and I'm selling courses and I'm selling, doing whatever, keynote speeches, for me, it's a mix. And I know that I'm not going to be doing a speech every single week, and I'm not going to be creating a course every single week. But I am going to be selling a certain number of courses. And my point is that in my case, if I break that down by the week and I know, okay, I need to get this many of this so that I can hit this target, now I have something that I can start backing out. With respect to there's two kinds of goals that we can have. We can have outcome-based goals, which unfortunately you don't have absolute control over that, right? You can't make somebody purchase. You can't make somebody do their workout. You can't make somebody, do whatever it is that they need to do so that you can like claim their response. However, in the case of this, where I'm saying, hey, I need to hit a certain income, I can know that after I've been doing this, if I keep records, if I look over things and I say, hey, you know what? A certain amount of emails that go out, a certain amount of social posts that go out, a certain amount of phone calls that I make, like I can start running through these things if I keep good records. And if I shoot for volume, and if I look back and say, hey, did I do a good job? Like evaluate my activity with respect to quality and that sort of thing. So point being is that you can start to reverse engineer how all of this works according to your goals. So then you have to put together your list of goals that are behavioral, right? Of your process goals. You have to put together your process goals. So this is the process that I'm going to do. I am in control of it. I can send out a certain number of emails. I can make a certain number of phone calls. I can get on the treadmill for a certain amount of time. I can make it so that I only eat this much. I can, these are the things that you're in control of. You're not going to see results right away. But after you've been doing this for a while, you can start to become more predictable. And so anyway, Now, when I come down the list, my own list, I've got my annual income, my monthly income. I also include, and this is part of the high caliber morning routine, um, with the different pages that go in here. One of the pages that goes in here, one of the things that goes in here is this bookmark. Now, the bookmark will tell me what my targets are, what my goals are for the year, the month, um, and in some cases, like it has in here, my monthly skill. I'm going to be spending this month doubling down on developing my course, right? And so that is a skill. I'm going to be neglecting some other things because I can only really do one thing at a time. And if I can get really good at creating courses that are high quality, that help people out, if I can develop really great courses, then I can develop some stability to my income, which goes along with some of my other goals. So I have 3 projects that have to get done this month. I have a reward listed out here if I do the things that I say that I'm going to do. Now, the thing is that after you get down here, I have I love the way that this is written out, because the systematic approach is much better than winging it and having great intentions. So having this in here like this is, you'll be able to see as soon as I start reading through here, you'll go, wow, that makes a lot of sense, especially if you can get it in front of yourself every single day. Okay, so the emotional obstacle that's keeping me away from my goals. Especially when you start realizing, hey, I need to make a certain number of phone calls, I need to send out a certain number of emails, I need to set a certain amount of appointments, whatever it is. We all have those things that, we all have that thing that would be our emotional obstacle to overcome. Then after that, the benefit of overcoming the obstacle. How would that affect me? After that, the strategy for overcoming that. So what is it that makes it so that, okay, the goal here is to figure out how to get this stupid thing that is holding me back, that is completely emotional, and that I find myself anxious and not wanting to do. What is it? How can I reframe it so that now it's smaller? Hey, you know what? I just need to dial the phone and say my first line. And then we'll go from there. I just need to do the research, whatever it is that you are hung up on. Everybody's hung up on their own thing. Now, the last question on here is, who around me would benefit the most from me overcoming the obstacle? Okay, so previously you said, what's the benefit to me? There are a lot of people that we would suffer for, that we wouldn't suffer for the benefit to ourselves, but the benefit to the people around us, the people that we might be letting down, like we will suffer for them. And when you are going after something emotional that's blocking you, okay, it's suffering. You're going to suffer. And I want you to have that person in mind, because sometimes just thinking about that person, you can change your ways, and you can do the thing that you're not wanting to do if you have them in front of you every single day. Okay, this is one part of the High Caliber Coaching program, and it is set up so that if you watch the other videos, I'm going over on Fridays how to use the High Caliber morning routine and how it will benefit you. It's free to download. All you're going to need is a hole punch and a mini binder, and that's pretty much everything that you need. And you can download it. It's free. You can print out as many as you want. I'm going to be updating this thing, because as I progress year over year, I will be constantly updating this thing. When you go to the site, just click on the Get My High Caliber Coaching morning routine and enter the information there, and you'll be able to get your high caliber morning routine. And when I update it, I will let you know. There's training videos that go with this, and on Fridays, like I said, on Fridays, I'm going to be discussing like 2 or 3 prompts in a row, and I'm pretty stoked about this. It's made a huge difference in my life, and I've given this thing away for quite a while now, and a lot of the people around me have told me that it made a giant impact on their lives, got them, refocused, because they were daily touching these areas of their life. And then in the evening, it was helping them to make sense of their day. And then one of my favorite parts is when you talk to tomorrow you, and you'd say something encouraging to tomorrow you, because when you get up and you read that word of encouragement from you to you from yesterday, all of today, all of yesterday seems to just snap right into today, and you don't have this separation that I experienced for years and years and years. I wind up reconnecting with yesterday and picking up, and it's really caused me to rock it. Okay, I'm Adam Funderburg, the owner of highcalibercoaching.org, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.